Wait for it.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting, action-packed edition of Boss Battle. I'm your host, Bobby F. J-Town. Joining me this week, not Chachi. He's from an undisclosed location because he didn't tell us where he is this week. So,
I actually posted in the actual description that Chachi has unfortunately gotten a bad case of dysentery and because he has forged a river.
Yeah.
When he should have just walked around it.
Yeah, he was looking for Pokemon.
Like a normal person.
I mean, you got to catch them all. Look at that. I read an article that a person just got arrested for jumping a fence going after a Pokemon. And that fence or wall just happened to be near a lion or a tiger enclosure in Toledo.
Okay, all right. You know what, guys? You know when you were playing Pokemon,
mm-hmm.
and you don't have to go
where the Pokemon are.
Exactly where they are.
Yeah.
You have that little beacon. You are a beacon to these Pokemon. Pokemons. See if it actually loads. But yeah, come on. Stop it. Don't cross the street with your head down.
Yeah.
Don't drive at all with your Pokemon Go on.
Yeah, that's a no-no. I saw that sign today too.
Don't be an idiot.
Driving with Pokemon Go is a no-no. Anyways, Rizz joining us. What did you achieve this week, Rizz?
Pokemon Go, a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of actually I downloaded this free game on PlayStation. It's called Fury. Fury. It's spelled F-U-R-I.
Oh, I've seen that. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy, right?
It's kind of like It's more of a 3D.
I've seen
more of a 3D style Super Meat Boy. But
how is that? I was thinking about picking it up.
It's interesting. It's very high. It's very intense.
Yeah, I heard it's really hard.
There is a giant bunny that follows you around, which is very creepy. I guess that's why it's called fur. Like it's spelled like it's supposed to be furry and not fury.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But other than that, I've just been playing, and I also re-downloaded NBA 2K16. I still am not that good, but after the stupid story mode, I did get to play a little bit of. You can still hear that, right?
What?
Yeah, I was playing. It actually gets better in year number 2 because you don't have to have, Spike Lee direct you.
All right, this game sounds weird already.
It is, and it goes to show you. This is probably the 4th time I've said this on this show in a row. Sports games should not have story modes.
We're going to talk about racing games here in a moment, but is that the bulk of what you achieved this week?
Yes.
All right. I achieved, on the other hand, Rizz, I downloaded a game on your recommendation.
How's that going, Bobby?
Not bad. I like it a lot better than the first. I downloaded Dark Souls 2. The first one was decent, but I never got really far on it. The second one is a better game.
It is.
I don't know if I'm going to get further on it or not, but so far so good.
Honestly,
I'm managing pretty good.
Honestly, it goes 2-3-1 for me.
Yeah.
And two only because I've beaten it.
Yeah. And I took advantage of the Xbox sale that's on right now. I got Forza Horizon 2's Fast and Furious standalone game, which I haven't played that yet. I got Gears of War Ultimate Edition for $15, which I played the first one. Love that game. I'm probably going to play it again. I don't remember a lot from the first one story-wise, so I might just go back and do a refresher. And I did probably the laziest video game thing this week ever, maybe. I paid $7 for a game just so I didn't have to put the disc in anymore.
What did you buy?
Red Dead Redemption.
Bobby.
I didn't want to put the disc in. I just wanted to play the game free whenever I wanted to.
That is the second week in a row Bobby has used his Jay Leno impression.
Yeah. Did you read about this one in the paper?
So now you can go and sell that disc and get some money. Maybe get your money back.
Yeah, I could. Not my money back. It's like I've had that game forever.
No, I mean like at a exchange or something. You might get you might even get a little profit out of it.
Yeah, a couple bucks. And I played Forza Horizon 2, of course. I am 5 wins away from the championship. The final championship.
That's a different show. That's a different show.
But I'm 5 wins away from that, so I'll probably beat that one pretty soon. Which that does have a legit story mode. And what else did I play? I think I played a little bit of Overwatch, not too much though.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing that much of Overwatch.
I'm gonna go back soon.
Like I feel like Pokemon Go has taken over my life.
Yeah. Well, since we brought it up, you want to talk about that now, or this week in Pokemon Go?
Yeah, sure. What did you achieve in Pokemon Go?
Today, I caught 2 new Pokemon that I didn't have, and an egg hatched, and that was a Pokemon I didn't have. And I leveled up another one of my Pokemon. But
why are you being so discreet?
Well, I caught a Weeping Bell.
Okay.
I caught a Ghastly in my office because somebody put a lure out, like right outside my building, and I'm like, all right. And I evolved Steve.
Steve? Who's Steve?
Steve is now my Pidgeot. He was a Pidgeotto. Now he's a Pidgeot. Because all around Johnstown are Pidgeys everywhere. So I caught at least 50 of them, and now I have a Pidgeot.
Don't you dare break out of that Pokeball.
What are you catching right now?
Yes, sir. Woo!
What'd you get?
I got a Nidorina.
Oh, I got one of those too. And I'm almost ready to level up a Kakuna too. So that's good. Yeah, and I caught an Eevee today. The Eevee alone is 228 CP.
Yeah, those Eevee are strong.
I'm keeping it, and I am leveling up, and I'm hoping it's not which one?
Ninetales.
No, I'm hoping it's not a Voltion because that's one I already have.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be a different one.
And
so I'm gonna try to just level up different ones if I can.
So like you, Bobby, I got a few new friends of mine.
Okay, what'd you get today?
Well, I did level up my Kakuna to a Beedrill.
Cool.
Let's see. I did pick up a Hypno. I think I got that maybe like on Friday or something like that. I'm not sure. And also I have a level 164 Eevee, and my first Eevee actually evolved into a Vaporeon.
Nice. Those look cool. I like the fish one.
Those do look cool. And the Nidorina that I just caught is a 324 CP,
nice.
Which is the second highest to my Vaporeon, and edging out Pidgeot, which I got I think a couple days ago too.
Nice.
And for the gyms, I gotta say,
I haven't touched a gym yet.
Everywhere that I go to, I'm Valor, Team Valor, go team.
Me too.
But everywhere I go, it seems all of the gyms that surround my office are blue.
Gotta win those gyms back.
Yeah, but Bobby,
I know their Pokemon are probably high leveled.
There's one gym that has 5. There's 5 tiers to it. it goes. There's two different Pokemon on one, like on two different tiers, and then there's a Dragonite.
Which I saw a shadow for a Dragonite today, and it was 2 steps away, and I couldn't leave the office. And I'm like, damn it!
Yeah, that's the big doofy one.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
There was a Dragonite, an even higher Dragonite, and a Dragonite at 1067.
Wow.
What I'm looking at it. I'm like, how do you have that much time to get that much candy for your Dragonite? For Dragonair, first of all.
Yeah.
Have you seen a Dragonair yet, Bobby?
No, I have not.
And the other ones that I've seen are like, you know, the ones I have, and sometimes, and I also got a Jinx. Which is cool if you like level 23 Jinxes. But
I think level 23 is cool.
Yeah, but you know,
except for Weedles, he tries.
Weedles, is that what you said?
Yeah, Weedles try. They have that like pokey thing on their head, thorn, stinger.
I mean, they're so cute. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do any gyms just yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from gyms. I'm not that intense yet.
I mean, I'll probably do like a raid when I'm hanging out with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're Team Valor and I'm Team Valor, I'm definitely going to like persuade them to come with, like, let's get a group together and just terrorize the entire city with our Valor Pokemon. Bobby, you're coming along with me.
There are 2 Pokemon near me. That's a first.
What are those two Ooh.
A Bellsprout and a Weedle. That's it.
Well,
do you want to move on to our what do you got near you?
I have 2 Weedles, a Caterpie, a Pidgeotto, and a Pidgey, and I believe there's a Ninetales 2 claws away from me. Which, by the way, I still don't know what they mean.
Yeah, I think it's like footsteps away.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's not 2 footsteps, but it's like a little closer. Yeah. But anyways, our main topic tonight is going to be, or today, whenever you're listening to this, racing games. We're each going to pick 3 racing games that we recommend you play, and maybe an honorable mention if we feel like it. So, Rizz, do you want to start with a racing game?
Well, first of all, we should do a background here.
Yeah.
We're doing this because Chachi thinks racing games don't exist.
Yeah. He's not a fan of the racing games.
No.
And I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 2, so this got me thinking, like, you know, we should do, and Rizz suggested as well, we should do a racing game episode.
Now, I got a question.
Okay.
Screw it, let's do it. So, no, I was going to...
It can be any system. It can be any system you want.
Any system. Now, I was going to ask you, can it be a demolition type game?
Yes.
Okay. So, my first one, these are in no particular order. The first one, I just remember playing nonstop when I was a kid. Heavy Metal.
Or Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, yeah.
Yeah. I like Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a good series.
And it spawned games like probably one of our favorite wrestling-based video games out there.
WWE Crush Hour.
Crush Hour. But just
something Twisty Rockets.
Yeah. But just the coolness of having all these different characters, kind of like a.
I remember the first one that Sweet Tooth was actually playable. I was like, "Oh my god, you can play a Sweet Tooth!"
Like just the fact that you have all these playable characters that have in-depth story mode, like storylines, like a Mortal Kombat type, but with cars instead of kicking people in the face.
What was your favorite car / thing besides Sweet Tooth? Because everybody likes him.
Oh man, I like he wasn't that good, but I liked the guy with with wheels for arms. Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Like I want to say I thought his name was Jax, and then I remember that's the
I can't remember the names.
yeah, but either that or wasn't there a trucker too?
Yeah, yeah. My favorite. I got two. It's a toss up between the police car one that had the awesome weapon that it would use its siren as like a sound wave.
Oh yeah.
And the other one is the Indy car, which I think had like a tornado. I think that was Twisted Metal 2 or 3. I can't remember, but those were my two favorites. It's been a while since I played them though. So all right, my first recommendation, I'm going with. Let me see here. I'm gonna go with Need for Speed Underground. I think it was for GameCube and I think PS2. It was like the first game I remember you could edit your car and you could give it different paint jobs and stuff like that, and it was so fun to edit your car, just change it every which way. And the racing was fun in it too because it was a Need for Speed game. But I think that was my first Need for Speed game I really, really, really enjoyed, and I loved it. So and I did play it for the GameCube. That was I have fond memories of that game for GameCube. So
it is pretty cool. I mean, for me, this second game is probably the only one that I have and have played nonstop since I got it, or when I had it. I don't have it near me, but Mario Kart 8.
I was gonna say, so I'll kind of mention the other one I was thinking of, but I won't mention it in my suggested
I
ones.
exactly know.
Double Dash.
Yeah.
Double Dash is my favorite Mario Kart.
I love the fact that you, especially now, there were how many characters in that game for Mario Kart, and it was one of the first Nintendo games that I can recall that actually produced viable options for downloadable content.
Yeah.
Like I bought the season pass so I can get Dry Bones, Dry Bowser. No, not Dry Bones, Dry Bowser.
Bowser. Oh wow.
Link.
Yeah, Link.
Link was in it. The Animal Crossing dudes, they were in there. Nobody really played as. I'm sorry, nobody really played as Cat Peach when you had Link in there, but just the massive and the massive customization as well. With you can color your own Yoshi. You can use different shades for Shy Guy.
It was online too, right?
It was online, which is amazing. I thought when I first saw it online, I thought this was going to suck. But it was a really enjoyable game to play online as well. Like there was little to no lag, and it was amazing. It's one of my favorite racing games, and it's not because Mario's in it; it's because Waluigi's in it.
Real quick story about Double Dash, since you're talking about 8. My friend and I, one time we did a entire run of Mario Kart Double Dash, like the entire whole way through, and we put on the Killer's first album, Hot Fuss, as the background, and it timed out perfectly. Like it was so awesome, and I have, looking back, I have fond memories of the first Killers album, which the Killers are my favorite band. But I have fond memories, and I think back to Mario Kart Double Dash and playing that, and just like having it time out perfect. And we were like so shocked. It was amazing. All right, my next game I'm going to mention. I'm playing the sequel right now, but I'm gonna go with Forza Horizon for the 360. Really, really awesome game. I remember being very invested in the story. The Forza Horizon 2 is good, but the story is pretty much the same. You're working your way up. That one was set in the United States. The next one is set overseas in Europe. But the weird thing is, you drive on as if you're in America. You're driving on the right side of the road for us. And I was like, doesn't really feel like you're in Europe, though. I don't know why they did that. But that, from what I can tell. Anyways, but Forza Horizon, I remember the barn finds, having so much fun finding them. Just the challenges in it were amazing. And just working your way up through the ranks to become like the leader of the Horizon Festival. Really fun. The radio stations were awesome as well. Just a really fun game. I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
This next one?
So this next one, I had to choose between two. Like in my head, I
can have an honorable mention at the end here.
I have two. Like, I don't know which one I want to mention, but the first, the one that popped in my head, and it was one of my first, like very early N64 type games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it wasn't like a good, like, notable game. I think it was one of those little smaller games. It was like that you had these spaceship, like these ships. And was it
F-Zero?
Was it F-Zero? Am I thinking of F-Zero?
F-Zero was on. It was on the N64, but I can't remember the name.
It might have been F-Zero, but you know what? Next to that, I'm gonna go with my original one. One of my first experiences playing a video game ever, which had a story to it. So there's this racing game that comes out for the Sega Genesis.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I get it, and I go over to my friend's house. He has it. He plugs it in, not telling me what I'm playing.
Motorcycles.
Let me finish the damn story. He plugs in the game, pops it in, plays it, and there's motorcycles.
Yep.
These motorcycles go fast, and the thing he didn't tell me, and to this day I have not talked to him since, he started hitting me with a baseball bat in the face.
For real or on the game?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. But yeah, Road Rash is one of my favorite games back in the day. Like, I couldn't stop. I liked the scenery in the background. I liked the concept of, having something to do while driving in a circle, per se. Like, pretty much just what racing games are, just driving around us in a circle or in a straight line, or, oh no, we're making another turn, what are we going to do? But this gave you the option to beat people up with sticks. So yeah, and nunchucks and baseball bats and bare fists and legs. And it gave, like, didn't it have obstacles as well in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And but yeah, that's just an amazing game. And I know they tried to do it for Greenlight, for Steam Greenlight. Mm-hmm. I wish they remake something like that. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine? It'll be Grand Theft Auto, but better, I think.
Nah, I don't think it would be better.
Well, Grand Theft Auto
on motorcycles.
Better. Yeah, the racing aspect of Grand Theft Auto.
All right, and I was thinking of a couple games. My last one I'm going to recommend is Burnout 3. It was a toss-up between that and Burnout Paradise as far as the Burnout series, but I think 3 was better because it had the crash overhead looking crash thing where you could just set up these monster crashes. I just loved that. I thought that was a great addition to the game. You could fly in that game as fast as you can. You hit something and the game, like the car would crumple like a real car, and it just felt so cool. I mean, not that I would want that to happen to me in real life, but I mean, it was a fun game, and it's to basically see how fast you can go without crashing.
Yeah, another game that's like that. I want to say that it counts as a racing game, but did you ever play Stuntman?
Yes, that was another one, a good one.
Yeah, that was one of the weirder.
And they had the bowling challenge where you fly the guy out of the car.
Like the ragdoll. I think that's the first time they actually used like ragdoll physics in a game like that. Mm-hmm. Like it says, "Oh, we're gonna fly this guy over all over the place." But I just like that was an amazing. I like that one as well. And another weird game that I don't think anybody has played, but I've watched people start playing it now on the interwebs on YouTube, which we are now on YouTube. It's called Stitchin'.
I think I remember it. Skitchin', yeah.
Yeah, where you ride on the back of the you have to ride on the back of the cars to gain momentum, and just like Road Rash, you hit people with sticks. So basically what I'm saying is you need something else other than driving a car to make a game better for racing games. Yeah. So hit people with sticks.
All right, we're going to end here soon, but the last two I wanted to mention, not really well-known games. One was for PC. It was Dirt Track Racing. I think it was by Ratbag. The company was called Ratbag, which is awesome. But like there were mods for this game where I'm from Pennsylvania. We're from Pennsylvania. We have local dirt tracks around us. You probably haven't frequented them as much as I did when I was a kid. My parents went all the time. We went to the races all the time. But you could download skins for local drivers, or you can make your own skins. And I remember spending hours and hours when I was in like high school and college. Well, no, it was college. Just making these skins and just having a blast racing on the computer and stuff like that. And the other game I was going to mention, Destruction Derby 2 for PlayStation 1. So fun. They had a mode called Wreckin' Racing where you would spin guys out and get points, and your car would run out of fuel or it would turn red where you kept getting hit, and after a while your car would break down. Yeah. I remember that. It was a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are my honorable mentions. But,
and another one, I think if we don't mention this, someone that we know may have a heart attack. But Carmageddon.
Yeah, Carmageddon. Which they're releasing, I saw on Xbox One, they're re-releasing Carmageddon.
They already have it on PlayStation, so
okay. Yeah. Well, whatever. We both get it. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I honestly, I've never really experienced Carmageddon.
Yeah, I know. That was for Sorg.
So, yeah, that one was for Sorg. Hi, Sorg. I know you're listening.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got any other ones, or are we done here?
There was another. I was going back and forth between. Oh, my mother! How do we forget this game? Cruising the USA.
Oh yeah, Cruising World, Cruising Exotica.
Cruising World. I didn't really like Cruising Exotica too much, but I remember like throwing like every year when I go down to like this place I remember just sticking coins in that slot.
Yeah. What was the one with the underground tunnel with the like underwater? Was that Exotica or was that World?
I think that was Exotica.
Okay, that's the one I played like most of the time.
And there was like those cheat codes where you can be a tank or a bus.
Yeah.
And it goes as fast as the Ferrari or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah, just that was one of the funner ones. I guess what I'm saying is have a nice background so I don't have to get bored watching myself
just drive
watching the
around.
back of myself the entire time.
Don't be Desert Bus. All
Exactly.
right. Well, where can
Finish
they
this
find?
job, Bob.
Where can they find you on Twitter? Is
We should have like a little guy come out, just go finish him when we're doing this part. You can find me on Rizz Plays Games.
all right,
Everywhere.
and you can follow Chachi at Chachi Says. And
No,
you
he
can,
doesn't get no.
whatever.
No.
I mean, he's still part of the show.
Chachi is not here right now, man.
And you can follow me at BobbyFJTown, and you can follow us on Twitter at InsertCoinTB. Soon to be changing our name. We're not sure what it's going to be yet, but we'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Game over.
Game over, yeah.